I pray you, daughter, sing or express yourself in more comfortable sort. If my son were my husband, I should freelier rejoice in that absence wherein he won honor than in the embracements of his bed, where he would show most love, when yet he was but tender-bodied, and the only son of my womb. When youth with comeliness plucked, I'll gaze his way, when for a day of king's entreaties a mother should not sell him an hour from her beholding. I, considering how honor would become such a person, that it was no better than picture-like to hang by the wall, if renown made it not stir, was pleased to let him seek danger where he was like to find fame. To a cruel war I sent him, from whence he returned, his brows bound with oak. I tell thee, daughter, I sprang not more in joy at first hearing he was a man-child, than now in first seeing he had proved himself a man. But he died in the business, madam. How then? Then his good report should have been my son. I therein would have found issue. Hear me profess sincerely, had I a dozen sons, each in my love alike, and none less dear than thine and my good Marcius, I'd rather had 11 die nobly for their country than one voluptuously surfeit out of action. Madam, the Lady Valeria is come to visit you. Beseech you, give me leave to retire myself. Indeed, you shall not. Methinks I hear hither your husband's drum, see him pluck Ophidius down by the hair, as children from a bear, the vulses shunning him. Methinks I see him stamp thus and call thus. Come on, you cowards, you were got in fear, though you were born in Rome. His bloody brow with his mailed hand, then wiping forth he goes, like to a harvest man that's tasked to mow or all or lose his hire. His bloody brow! Oh, Jupiter, no blood! Away, you fool! It more becomes a man than gilt his trophy, the breasts of Hecuba. When she did suckle Hector, looked not lovelier than Hector's forehead, when it spit forth blood at Grecian sword contemning. Tell Valeria, we are fit to bid her welcome. Heavens bless my lord from fell Ophidius. He'll beat Ophidius' head below his knee and tread upon his neck. My ladies both, good day to you, sweet madam. I am glad to see your ladyship. How do you both? You are manifest housekeepers. What are you sewing here? A fine spot, in good faith. How does your little son? I thank your ladyship. Well, good madam. He'd rather see the swords and hear a drum than look upon his schoolmaster. Oh, my word, the father's son, I'll swear 'tis a very pretty boy. Oh, my troth, I looked upon him a Wednesday, half an hour together. Has such a confirmed countenance. I saw him run after a gilded butterfly, and when he caught it, he let it go again, and after it again, and over he comes, and up again, catched it again. Or whether this fall enraged him, or how 'twas, he did so set his teeth and tear it. Oh, I warrant how he mimicked it. One on his father's moods. Indeed, la, 'tis a noble child. A crack, madam. Come, lay aside your stitchery. I must have you play the idle housewife with me this afternoon. No, good madam. I will not out of doors. Not out of doors. She shall. Indeed, no, by your patience. I'll not over the threshold till my lord return from the wars. Fie, you confine yourself most unreasonably. Come, you must go visit the good lady that lies in. I wish her speedy strength, and visit her with my prayers, but I cannot go thither. Why, I pray you. 'Tis not to save labor, nor that I want love. You would be another Penelope. Yet they say all the yarn she spun in Ulysses' absence did but fill Ithaca full of moths. Come, I would your cambric were sensible as your finger, that you might leave pricking it for pity. Come, you shall go with us. No, good madam, pardon me. Indeed, I will not forth. In truth, la, go with me. and I'll teach you excellent news of your husband. Oh, good madam, there can be none yet. Verily, I do not jest with you. There came news from him last night. Indeed, madam, in earnest it's true. I heard a senator speak it. Thus it is. The Volsces have an army forth against whom Cominius, the general, is gone. With one part of our Roman power, your lord and Titus Lartius are set down before their city Coriolanus. They nothing doubt prevailing, and to make it brief wars. This is true on mine honor, and so I pray, go with us. Give me excuse, good madam. I will obey you in everything hereafter. Let her alone, lady. As she is now, she will but disease or better mirth. In troth, I think she would. Fare you well, then. Come, good sweet lady, prithee, Virgilia, turn thy solemnness out a door, and go along with us. No, at a word, madam. Indeed, I must not. I wish you much mirth. Well then, farewell.